In the beginning, when God created the heavens and the earth was without form or shape, with darkness over the abyss, and a mighty wind sweeping over the waters. Then God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. God saw that the light was good. God then separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and he called the darkness night. Evening came and morning followed, the first day. Then God said, "Let there be a dome in the middle of the waters, to separate one body of water from the other." God made the dome, and it separated the water below the dome from the water above the dome, and so it happened. God called the dome sky. Evening came, and morning followed, the second day.
Then God said, "Let the water under the sky be gathered into a single basin, so that the dry land may appear." And so it happened. The water under the sky was gathered into its basin, and the dry land appeared. God called the dry land earth, and the basin of water he called sea. God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let the earth bring forth vegetation, every kind of plant that bears seed, and every kind of fruit tree on earth that bears fruit with its seed in it." And so it happened. The earth brought forth vegetation, every kind of plant that bears seed, and every kind of fruit tree that bears fruit with its seed in it. God saw that it was good. Evening came, and morning followed, the third day. Then God said, "Let there be lights in the dome of the sky, to separate day from night. Let them mark the seasons, the days, and the years, and serve as the lights in the dome of the sky, to illuminate the earth." And so it happened. God made the two great lights, the greater one to govern the day, and the lesser one to govern the night and the stars. God set them in the dome of the sky to illuminate the earth, to govern the day and night, and to separate the light from the darkness. God saw that it was good. Evening came and morning followed, the fourth day.
Then God said, "Let the water teem with an abundance of living creatures, and on the earth let birds fly beneath the dome of the sky." God created the great sea monsters and all kinds of crawling living creatures with which the water teems, and all kinds of winged birds. God saw that it was good, and God blessed them, saying, "Be fertile, multiply, and fill the water of the seas, and let the birds multiply on the earth." Evening came, and morning followed, the fifth day.
Then God said, "Let the earth bring forth every kind of living creature, tame animals, crawling things, and every kind of wild animal." And so it happened. God made every kind of wild animal, every kind of tame animal, and every kind of thing that crawls on the ground. God saw that it was good.
Then God said, "Let us make human beings in our image, after our likeness. Let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, the birds of the air, the tame animals, all the wild animals, and all the creatures that crawl on the earth." God created mankind in his image. In the image of God he created them. Male and female he created them. God blessed them, and God said to them, "Be fertile and multiply. Fill the earth and subdue it. Have dominion over the fish of the sea, the birds of the air, and all the living things that crawl on the earth." God also said, "See, I give you every seed-bearing plant on all the earth, and every tree that has seed-bearing fruit on it to be your food. And to all the wild animals, all the birds of the air, and all the living creatures that crawl on the earth, I give all the green plants for food." And so it happened. God looked at everything he had made, and found it very good. Evening came, and morning followed, the sixth day.
Thus the heavens and the earth and all their array was completed. On the seventh day, God completed the work he had been doing. He rested on the seventh day from all the work he had undertaken. God blessed the seventh day and made it holy, because on it he rested from all the work he had done in creation.
2020 is the 50th anniversary of Earth Day, and it's also the 5-year anniversary of Laudato Si, the Pope's letter about caring for the environment, what he calls our common home. It's a topic even the youngest of Catholic school students love to learn about.
Do you guys know what Earth Day is? Yeah. You don't know what Earth Day is?
I know
May.
My.
No, not birthday.
Sit down.
Earth Day. Do you know what Earth is?
No.
Ryan?
God's world.
He created it.
Way back in the Bible, at the beginning, when God made the world and called it good, and then handed it over to human beings to take care of. This world is God's gift to us that we have to hand on to the next generation as a gift to them.
So do you guys take care of the environment?
Yes, we do.
And what is the environment?
It's where you live. It's the plants, it's the animals, it's everything that lives in your community or area that you live in.
We hear a lot today about care of the environment. As Christians, we recognize that stewardship of the environment is rooted in our Judeo-Christian culture. The Holy Father's encyclical, Laudato Si, reminds us that we have a very important moral responsibility to the treasures of the world and the environment. And so, as we are reflecting on the 5th anniversary of Laudato Si here in the Diocese of Greensburg, we're making a special outreach to our children and allowing this time and this anniversary to be a means in which they themselves can reflect at a very young age and be formed in good stewardship of the environment.
Do you take care of it?
Yeah.
What do you do to take care of it?
So whenever we were at the beach, we went over to the beach part. Then we took like some tools and we cleaned up garbage over there.
Oh, really? Why did you guys do it?
I just thought of it maybe like to help the earth. So.
Mm-hmm. So what do you like about nature?
Animals.
Animals? What's your favorite animal?
Probably unicorn.
A unicorn?
Yeah.
We have to protect our unicorns, right? What about you?
Dog.
A dog? Do you have a unicorn?
No.
To be energy smart in 2020, the Diocese of Greensburg is encouraging students to first harness their own energy to do God's good work.
We made windmills out of cardstock, a pencil, string, and tape, and our goal was to lift pennies in a cup up by using the air.
How do you think that helps? Like little science projects like that?
It's always the little thing that turns out to be big.
Being energy smart also means taking the time to power down. Do you guys have cell phones?
No. Well, I have my dad's old one.
You have a cell phone? Do your parents have cell phones?
Yes. Of course.
And do they ever turn the cell phones off?
Well, my mom is like on it all night.
It's very hard to focus on God, who comes to us so often in the silence. The Lord designed us to sleep so we can shut down. But during the day too, we have to shut down and just think about more important things like, what does God want me to do today?
So do you have a cell phone?
Yes.
Do you have a cell phone?
Yes.
When you go home, do you power down?
Yeah, I don't really use this. I take it off.
Do you turn it off at the dinner table? Do you take time
Yeah.
to like just
Yeah.
be in the silence?
Yeah. My dad wants me to engage in conversation whenever we're at the table, so we turn off all of our devices.
I'm not allowed to use devices at the table.
Powering down is an important part of being energy smart, but so is cleaning up. Do you know what littering
Yeah,
is,
it does.
Ryan?
They throw garbage in the grass.
Mm-hmm. And what can we do to help that?
We can throw it away.
Recycling, clean up the oceans and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All the animals are dying because of all the trash in the ocean.
We want to see how other young people in the Diocese of Greensburg are being energy smart in 2020. Enter the video, poster, or essay contest now. The winners will be featured on this show in the fall. Visit theaxononline.org for details. I'm Jordan Wyko.